Now it says live.
How y'all
We're
doing?
here. We're here.
Okay, well, welcome to the Majestic Talk Show, honey. I'm Latasha Morgan, certified Christian life coach, certified professional life coach, board certified master Christian mental health coach, and a whole lot of other goodies. Y'all listen. We were just going with this show. I know I pressed this button, but I don't know why it didn't go live. So we were doing the show without y'all. I do apologize. I was wondering why I didn't see it over here. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just say it's a rainy day and we'll go with it like that. Okay,
There
so
we go.
Yes.
guess what? We're
Yes.
talking about
Life
love.
happens.
Yeah, it happened.
Life
It happened
happens.
today. It was so good that I didn't even pay attention to it. I just happened to see the timer and I'm like, so what the timer is? And I just, well, you know what? But this show, we're talking to Marie ZQ, we're talking to Dr. Willa Augustin, and we're talking about love and resilience. And how love is a source of resilience in the face of adversity. We will explore in this show how God's love and the support of a Christian community can provide strength, hope, and perseverance during challenging and trying times. Now we have Marie ZQ and Dr. Willa. Can you both go ahead and introduce yourselves again?
Yes, no problem. No problem. Thank you so much. So much gratitude going toward you for having a beautiful platform where we can come and share and hopefully give someone hope today. My name is Marie Zoutomou-Quintanilla, but you can call me Marie ZQ. It's a hard one. I am a professional speaker and I am someone that has been through a lot of life testing times. Originally from West Africa, born and raised, moved here to go to school, and I was diagnosed with cancer. In the middle of my cancer treatment, I lost my home, lost my job, and really turned my whole purpose into helping businesses and individuals overcoming life challenges with a positive attitude and resilience. So that's what I do with my company, C Coaching, here in Los Angeles. And I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that we get to talk about love and resilience. And thank you.
Thank you for being here. Dr. Willa.
Good afternoon. Thank you again for having me. I appreciate it. So my intro might not be as good, but
Oh, your intro is awesome.
Hey,
my name is
no, let's not do that because you are you. So it's good.
I'm
Good either way.
Okay. So my name is Dr. Willa Augustin. I've been in healthcare for about 18 years. I've been practicing primary for about 10. And what else I want to say? Because I do a lot. I do have my own podcast. Y'all need to come on over there. As well. But mine's is a little different. But we'll talk about that later. I am a self-published author of a self-love workbook. It's called I Love Me. So it's just a guide, questions, how to figure out what you need, what you're missing, etc. A mother of a 14-year-old daughter, and I just love to help, and everyone that I come in contact with, my ultimate goal is to actually change or give something that they can take back to make a change in their life.
Good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, so before we go into discussing this show, we got to know what love and resilience mean. Okay. So we can't talk about love and resilience and we don't know what it means. So love is a strong affection for another rising out of kinship or personal ties. It's an attraction based on sexual desire, affection and tenderness felt by lovers, affection based on admiration, benevolence, or common interest and an assurance of affection. Resilience, I think, is my favorite. The ability of a strained body to recover its size and shape after deformation, caused especially by compressive stress and ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. I love that. When I read that the first time, I was like, oh my God. I can be stretched, out of shape. I can be deformed, but I'm still gonna be who I am.
Amen.
So I love that. That's resilience and love. So we can talk about a lot of things, and like I said, there are several reasons that love can be a powerful source of resilience. It's emotional support, strength from connection, motivation and purpose, positive mindset, and encouraging self-compassion. We got to have self-compassion for ourselves. But what I want to do is really get to know what your story is. And I have some questions for you, both of you. So Marie, ZQ, in your experience, how does love play a role in building resilience during challenging times?
Thank you for that beautiful question. I love telling stories. So uh, I am someone when I've been through a lot of testing times, like I said, when I was fighting cancer and going to school at night, I had lost my home, lost my job. I was in a relationship that was very not healthy. But I realized I was praying to God, asking Him, to send me someone that would love me because I had lost my hair, my eyebrows, everything. When you're going through chemotherapy, that's what usually happens. So I lost everything. The things that me as a woman felt that I needed to find love, to find my husband one day. So I didn't have those things. I remember really thinking deep, like what else am I going to use to be able to catch a husband, a love, someone to love me? And what I realized was, thank God I was a believer, that I started reading the Bibles, and I realized I'm more than just my hair, more than just my eyebrows and everything else that I thought that would help me find love in a romantic way. What I realized is a person that's going to love me will love me because of who I really am. The lovable Marie, the Marie that's kind, loving, sweet, that will take care of her partner any way that she can. So I think for me, that really changed my mind about what it means to love and what it means to find love. And yeah, that's really that's it really helped me figure it out who I was as a person.
Wow, that's good. That's good. That's really true. A lot of us do put conditions on love, and that isn't love because God doesn't love us that way. He doesn't have any conditions on the love. He doesn't say, okay, well, you don't look like so and so, so I don't love you. You're not black or you're not white, so I don't love you. You're not this skinny person or something. I don't, you know. So love is without conditions. So I do agree. We do that. I do it. I mean, I do it to myself. We all do. But Dr. Willa, your turn to respond.
I'm gonna respond to one of the comments that Marie made in regards to physical appearance. With this new era that we have, most people like to lead with the physical appearance and compare. If I don't look like this, then I'm not that person. Or I have to look like this to fit in this space. And we can even talk about from changing the color of our skin, wearing our hair, lashes, body shape, whatever it is. And I totally agree. We focus more on the physical than the actual person itself. What looks good ain't always good.
Amen.
Okay. That's true. That's true. That's true. Because a whole lot of people look pretty good and they just a whole lot of mess.
Yes.
So yeah, that's so true. A whole lot of mess. So can you share a personal story where love in any form helped you or someone you know overcome a difficult period?
Okay. I'm going to speak for myself. I am a divorcee. So I was married to my child's father. That didn't work out. And in the process, I didn't feel like I would be able to find a person who would love me and my child because I'm now a package. I'm no longer by myself. So I had to find someone who would be able to provide the love, compassion, nourishment, just giving her what she needed as far as the father figure. that she needed. And I was fortunate to find that. Thank God for that. My partner of 8 years did just that. Just filling me with confidence when I'm not confident. Wherever I lack, he picks up, pushing me to do better. It's phenomenal to just have that feeling and not knowing that you were able to find it. I didn't grow up with my father in my life. So yeah, you look for certain things in love from people you shouldn't even be interacting with or even had a conversation with. So for me to have found that at this age is perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I am very difficult to deal with. I'm honest. I take accountability, but he is very patient with me. And I thank God that I was able to find that person that's able to show me unconditional love. Because that's the word, unconditionally. He always tells me that you need to show unconditional love. Don't put conditions on it, like you said before. It needs to be unconditional, regardless of what the fact is. So I really do appreciate him. Now, I might not tell him as often, but I really do appreciate him. And so does my daughter, because he's done a lot for us.
Yeah. We do too many conditions. And I mean, it's just normal because we're women.
Yeah.
And we see a whole lot of people, and everybody is different, and everybody look, we don't all look the same. And we're conditioned to believe that we should look a certain way, that we should feel a certain way, that we should speak a certain way, that we should walk a certain way, and all of that. But God made us all different. In his image and in his likeness. He didn't create any robots. So if people want robots, then they can go do that on their own. But we're all created differently because God has a certain assignment for each one of us to live. Now I hope this storm don't knock anything out here, but because it seemed to be getting a little worse out there. But I want you, Marie, to share your personal story where love in any form helped you or someone overcome a difficult period.
Yes, I think again, my story when I was fighting cancer. It's funny how when we're going through or hardship or difficulties, or I call it testing times in life, the people that step up to be a blessing to us are the people that we never expected. I was working full time and going to school at night. And I remember some of my coworkers would make me food for lunch because they knew that I was, fighting for my life and I was going to school at night. So I didn't have time to cook. So I truly believe those people, those strangers that didn't even know me, my neighbors, my coworkers that were cooking for me, they showed me love because their love gave me the strength to fight, to be able to feel that, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to fight this disease and I'm going to overcome it. And I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to get my MBA while fighting cancer. And, and God was so good to give me the strength to keep going, but also putting people in my life to be a blessing and showing me love. So a lot of people showed me love when I was fighting cancer. And one of the people that showed me love was one of my mentor, who unfortunately passed away, Raylene, who stepped up, who didn't know who I really was. I'm from Africa. I didn't have my family here locally, but this woman showed up at the hospital with food, showed up at the hospital with magazines, showed up buying me gifts out of nowhere. Not only that she was a mother figure, but she was a mentor. She was a sister. She looked nothing like me, but she showed up for me. Even at my wedding shopping for my dress, she was there helping me to find my wedding dress. This is someone that was part of my life. She showed me love in every area. And unfortunately, she passed away last year. And I still say she's part of my life to this day. So there's always people that are going to show us love through our journey. And she was one of my people that really showed me love.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, it's really good to have support when you're going through, because just like my mother died last year. And so I had a great support system here, of course, my sisters and different people that I know. So I understand how it is when you need somebody. I've never experienced cancer, but she had lung cancer out of the blue. I really don't know how she got it because she never smoked or any of that. So we don't know. But like I said, I understand that, yeah, good support is necessary. And that's what love is, being able to support and uplift someone when they're in the midst of trying times and even when they're not. Mm-hmm. See, it's just love being unconditional.
Yeah. Ooh, y'all gonna get me emotional. This one is like really near dear to me, so I'm gonna try to keep it together because it's kind of fresh. It happened last year. I actually lost my 7-year-old niece to brain cancer last year. So around that time, a lot of people I didn't think would step up actually stepped up. And I know she's probably watching on my Facebook. So her name is, I call her Sunshine, but her name is Linda. I literally just met her on a trip. We went to Cancun for one of our friends' bridal shower. Probably met her for like all of 3 or 4 days. Mm-hmm. In the process of us on the boat, I was kind of explaining the situation that was going on. And she was like, I work in the funeral home. I forget exactly what she does. I don't know if she's the director or something she does at the funeral home. And she's been doing it for a long time. I was like, okay, cool. And I explained to her what's going on. Okay, about 2 months later, she passed. We don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't even know where to begin. We don't know. So I shoot her a text. I say, I'm at the hospital. She's about to take her last breath. And we was in Georgia. We come back. I'm like, okay. She's texting me. She's like, okay, I'm taking care of everything. I spoke to such and such. You're going to do this. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to talk to my friend. We're going to make sure. When I tell you that was the smoothest transition as far as transferring the body, bringing it here, setting us up to come into pit casket, the money, finances, all. I just want to, every time I see us, I just want to thank her for allowing that transition to take place, to allow us to be able to go through the grieving process without the additional stress added to what was going on. And I didn't know her at all. She really stepped up at that time, for sure, to help me and my family to get through a trying time. And I'll forever be indebted to her. I tell her this all the time, for doing that for me and not knowing me. So that's one of the times I could really speak of that's current to me, that someone was able to step up for me, because I'm always the one doing the stepping. And for someone to come out of their shell to do that for me and not knowing me truly shows there are people out there that still really do care about people. And that was a very great experience for me. So I'm always going to remember that.
Yeah. Since we just talked about cancer, Marie, we were talking about earlier about October being Cancer Month, yes. Cancer Awareness Month. So you can go ahead and say what you wanted to say regarding that.
Thank you so much. As you know, when COVID happened, a lot of us stopped getting screened for cancer. 65% of us are not getting screened for cancer. So if you're listening to this or you are working somewhere, please share the message. Get screened. The earlier you can get screened, the better. Because if they catch her early, your chances of living is a lot better. So 1 out of 8 women we hear in their lifetime, we hear you have cancer. So let's make sure we're spreading the message of getting screened. Thank you for allowing me to share that, because I myself, I was stage 3 when I was diagnosed. So that's not a good place to be, because now I had to do 16 set of chemo, and I had to do a lot of radiation. I had to do a lot more if I would have just taken more aggressive action, even though I was misdiagnosed twice because I was too young, I was told. But make sure, if somebody tells you you don't have cancer, but your body is changing and you know something is wrong, you know your body best. Keep going for the second opinion, third opinion, until you find out what is wrong with your body. So thank you for allowing me to say that.
Thank you for saying it. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Off of Marie as well. The statistics are very accurate. I totally agree with her on that. The numbers are on point. You did a phenomenal job on that. The other thing as well that I feel that having conversation with women, is the self-breast exams that are not being done. 9 times out of 10, you will be the one to catch it if you do your self-breast exams. You can do them in the shower, you could do them in the mirror, you could do them laying down. Typically, you'll do them 7 days after your menstrual cycle, because if you do it during your cycle, you will feel some things and thinking they're lumps and they're not. So that's one thing individuals do not do that we can do on our own. Secondly, like she mentioned, a lot of people don't like to get screened. Screening is covered by your insurance company. There is no copay for it. There's nothing. It's paid by your insurance company. Once you hit the age 40, you can be screened. But if you have family history or you see something is wrong, you can get a mammogram. We refer to it as a diagnostic mammogram, which we need to go look and dig to make sure nothing's there. If you can't get the mammogram, ask for an MRI of the breast, which can also find lumps as well. So just a little jewels there for that. And I'm also doing a breast cancer giveaway. So you can look on my page because I'm live on Facebook, and we're doing that. And next week is when we'll be pulling the names out the hat. It has to be in Florida. We don't have enough money to fly everybody in. And we're picking 2 individuals and doing a full makeover for them.
Oh, that's awesome, girl. You better do that.
She gets a heart for that one.
Yeah, girl, you deserve like 5 or 6 of them. I mean, that is awesome. It is awesome. You know what? That's amazing. I really do appreciate you doing that. And thank you so much for Marie too, and Dr. Willa for talking about it, giving our women and everyone listening or will be listening the information they need to get themselves checked. We all need that information, and we all need to do better on our health. Oh, you about to say something else?
Yeah, and also if you're listening, go to cancer.org with American Cancer Society. We have free programs that you can take advantage of. So if you don't have insurance, don't worry, go. We have we even have, if you're fighting cancer, we have rides, we have volunteers that would take you to your appointments for free. A lot of people don't know about this. There's so much resources that we offer. We have an 800 number that you can call 24 hours a day if you need someone to talk to. Caregivers, go to cancer.org. Everything is there for free for you with American Cancer Society.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We need.
And you don't have to go to a facility to do it either. They have mobile mammograms as well. Just look up the schedule online and they'll tell you where they'll be located.
Yeah, I know we should do this during October too. But anyway,
we can come back.
But yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe what we need to do is October, we need to just do one that's just on cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to do that to get people prepared, see what they need to do, whether they can go in their community. Maybe we need to discuss that. But this information is good, and I'm so glad that you're sharing it. Because it seems like all 3 of us have gone through something regarding cancer, even if it was just someone in our family. You know, it's something that you don't want to see happening to your family, especially. I did not expect that for my mother, and I didn't want her to go through anything like that. And it was horrible because when she found out it was stage 4, and it wasn't that she wasn't going to the doctor at all. She was always going. They told her it was benign.
What was benign? I'm just curious because now my mind is going.
They said they found supposed to be talking about love resistance, but anyway.
Okay. But someone's gonna learn from this.
Yes.
Okay, they told her that it was benign, and that was like, I think, since 2019.
Was it a pulmonary nodule?
They said they saw a mass in there and it was benign. That's what they said. And so when she kept going to the hospital here, they kept telling her it was pneumonia. Come to find out, though, the last time she went, she had really got frustrated with going, but the last time she went, when she got on the floor, on the ash floor where they put her in a room, then that's when they said that she had stage 4 lung cancer. And we're all thinking here, how in the world did she get lung cancer? That's strange to me. And then we had to send her to Spartanburg because they weren't doing what they needed to do. at the hospital she was at. So and she ended up dying because she had end up having other complications. So she ended up dying.
I do have one question. Did she have a cough?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had that, and she was coughing, and they told her it was pneumonia.
Now, depending on what scan they did, yes, they may have missed it, but typically a patient
For 3 years.
No, I'm going to speak. Typically, a patient, the first thing they're going to complain of is a cough, and it's a chronic cough, which means you give antibiotics, you give steroids, but it will not go away.
Yeah,
so now
they
your
did.
Next step, speaking for me, would be to do what we call a CAT scan, CT of the chest. Now that gives you a better visualization of the actual chest cavity. So if there is a mass, nodule, growth, whatever, you would be able to see that at that point. Now, if they say they're going to watch it, I want to say it was a pulmonary nodule, because typically those can become cancerous. So you do 3 to 6 months scans to follow up. If it does increase 1 to 2 centimeters at that point, the patient needs to be referred out and have a biopsy. And it shouldn't have took 3 years. I'm pretty sure it grew faster than that. But that's
yeah. Well, see, we didn't know that until we knew that after she was in
second opinions, right, Marie?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened to me. I was misdiagnosed because I was 29. I was told, don't worry, it's not cancer, you're too young. And I went to a different doctor. They said, don't worry, it's not cancer. But I always knew something was wrong. And I went back, waited 2 years later when my lump was with the side of a lemon because it grew. That's when I was really active. And I just knew something was wrong. So if you're listening to this and your body says something is wrong, listen to your body, because I didn't know the word biopsy. So I just kept going, and 2 different doctors told me it wasn't cancer. So yeah, I mean, it happens. People get misdiagnosed all the time. And I was one of them.
Wow. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, this is still about love and resilience, because we grow and we get stronger by information. And I mean, I like the way it's going though, because again,
it's all about love and resilience. I didn't give up when I was told it's not cancer, it's resilience. I had resilience because I kept trying to find the answers. So it's definitely, and that's what it takes with any area of our lives when we have challenges or setback, even if it's health, even if it's your job, you losing your job, going through a divorce, no matter what it is, you have to be able to bounce back, period. So that's where it comes in. You have to have resilience to be able to bounce back. That's even when you believe, oh, maybe I won't even survive. Maybe I won't survive cancer. But you have to be willing to come up and say, you know what? I'm going to fight anyway. If you lost your job, okay, you've been there for 20 something years. Okay, I'm going to go out there and find a new job. You got a divorce. Why, maybe this is not the relationship. Maybe I have to go back out there and date and find my soulmate. So resilience goes in every area of our lives.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. And wow, I mean,
man,
we are finding out some good information.
You got it. You got it. Like,
I mean,
you got it.
Oh my goodness. So you covered, how do we think self-love contributes to one's ability to bounce back from adversity, and all of that works with it. So how did you bounce back?
I would tell you, do you want me to go, doctor?
No, go ahead.
You want me to go first?
You on a roll. You on a roll.
Okay. So my thing was, I truly believe there's things that we have to do. God is always going to help us, but we have to play a part. My part was, okay, God, help me, because I'm fighting for my life. I lost my home, lost my job. I'm in a relationship. He's telling me to obey. Lord, help me. I'm going to school at night. Please help me. As much as I can't take all the credit, because God was there with me, pushing me along through my journey. I have to give him the glory first before anything. But the part that I played was, I had my faith. I believe that there's going to be a better tomorrow, that I'm going to fight, that I'm going to have kids one day. I'm going to have a husband one day. Even though I had lost everything, my faith. And then 2, I had a positive attitude. My positive attitude was I'm still going into work. Just because I'm in pain, it doesn't mean I'm going to be rude to my coworkers. So I had to learn to have a positive attitude. How did I do that? I got up every day. I meditate, I pray, I exercise so I can go into the office and be kind to people. I had love for myself and I had love for others. What that means is I took care of myself. The hair that I had, I took care of it. I put makeup on. I didn't say poor me. I put myself together every day. And I visualized myself having kids, even though the doctors told me I may not be able to have kids, but I visualized myself having kids and having a husband. I wrote a letter to God asking for a husband, 6'3", never been married, never had kids. Great credit. I wrote down everything that I wanted. And I said, Lord, I want a little girl. My little girl was born on Easter Sunday. So these are the 4 things that I did. I had faith, positive attitude, love for myself and others, and I visualized a better future for myself.
Wow.
That's good.
Dr. Willa. I love y'all. Go ahead.
Some of the stuff Marie already tapped in. She hit a lot of them. I don't exercise much, but I would say manifestation, which you already mentioned, is a big thing. I would say morning gratitude is a big thing for me. Being able to wake up every morning is always a blessing for sure.
Yes.
So I would definitely say that is one thing. And you mentioned self-love. That takes a whole lot of work every day. It's nonstop. And the society we live in, you can deviate and you can fall into whatever it is out there, but you have to be focused. You have to have the blinders on. One person told me, just like the horses, the race horses, you got to keep your blinders on and you see your path and you have to stay on that path. We may deviate a little bit, but you always need to guide yourself back on that path. And loving on yourself doesn't necessarily mean you are rude or disrespectful to anyone around you. Is you put yourself first, and saying no is okay. Not overextending yourself is okay. Not spending a lot of times in places that you shouldn't be. I had to learn all these things, so this is why I now can speak about it. Because I was the individual, if you want me to go somewhere, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm coming. Now I've learned to say no. So I freed myself up on a lot of time to focus on my family, professional life, and just being free, where I'm not obligated to do things and I'm okay with telling people no. Well, what is it again? When we talk accountability, taking accountability, seeing where you want to go in your life. So if I say, like Marie was saying, she saw the husband, she saw the child, the positive attitude, and just putting all that in the atmosphere and able to get that back, in faith being number one. We're not pushing that on anyone, but all 3 of us here have seen what that has done for us in our lives and other people that we are, families, etc. But for me, that is a big motivational thing for me, because I did lose my job last year, March. And Marie, I was in that phase where I was just doubting myself. I didn't lose my job. I actually left it due to the workplace environment. But I just walked out. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. I didn't know where I was going to get the money from. I just walked out because I was in a position and I heard a voice say, leave. Because I heard it before this situation took place, but I didn't listen to it. I kept going back into this toxic space that was draining me mentally, physically, emotionally. But that day I heard it loud and clear. Get your stuff and get out of here, because I told you this already, but you're still here. Why? I don't want you here. Go. So with no hesitation, what did I do? I grabbed my bags. I left. As I left, I called my sister. I explained to her what's going on. I called my fiance and I explained to him, hey, don't worry about it. We're going to figure it out. And I tell you, I didn't work for 3 months. I don't know how I pay these bills or how we pay these bills, but we pay these bills, and I got me a job, and I'm back on track. But I'm not going to say I wasn't depressed, or I would. Yes, because I'm worried about, like Marie said, losing everything. How would I start? Where would I begin? So I say all that to say resilience. It's not something you're going to get. It's something you have to build upon. You have to have a village. You have to have support system. You have to surround yourself with people who are wanting to do the same things you are looking to do in life. And
that's absolutely good. That is so true. You know what, y'all? We're running out of time here, but I've enjoyed this so much. I really have. I have laughed. I have learned some things, shared some things. I've enjoyed spending time with both of you and everyone that's listening as well.
You.
So I want the people that will listen to this, have listened to this, and are listening at this time, I want you to get what we're saying. You are able to sustain and go through whatever it is that you are experiencing in life. God created you to be able to stretch. And though you are stretched, you are still going to be the same person that God created you to be. What you experience is going to help you to grow. It's going to help you to mature, but you're still going to be Latasha. You're still going to be Marie. You're still going to be Dr. Willa, but you're just going to be a better person, okay? So you can get through it. You can work through it, and you're not going through it alone. Get you a support system. If you don't have nobody but God, that's good enough. But get you a support system. God will send somebody in your life to assist you, just like these ladies said, that will be there with you, regardless of whether they know you or not. God still works miracles, honey. And if he has to work one for you to get what you need, that's what he'll do. But I just want you to know that you're able to sustain, you're able to handle whatever situation you're going through. There is always an end to the tunnel that you're experiencing in your life, okay? There's always light at the end of that tunnel. I want you to know that. So, Dr. Willa, tell everyone how they can get in touch with you. And Marie ZQ,
Yes.
I want you to do the same thing after Dr. Willa finishes.
Okay, so as you can see in the beginning, I had a different name on there, and that's intentional because of what I do. My social media, I change my handlers because I don't want my patients to find me on social media because the dynamic sometimes is inappropriate. So I'd rather just change my handlers. But on IG, I am Dr. Willa on IG. On Facebook, it's I call myself Dr. Pumpkin Spice. That's what I put there just to kind of, but they still find me either way. I don't know how, but they do. But those are my two main handlers. You can find me. You can, if you need to email, if you have any health questions, or if you're interested in the breast cancer giveaway that I mentioned, you can email at Willa, it's WILLA_AUG147 at Yahoo. You can send a message, email, if I can help anyway. If I cannot help, I would point you in the right direction.
Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Willa.
Thank you for having
me.
And
I really enjoyed you being here. And make sure that you put that information in the comments so people will be able to see it, okay? You can do that when we finish. You don't have to do it now, but you can do it when we finish. Marie's EQ, you'll do the same thing though at the end. That way people will have their information there, okay? So, but go ahead and tell everyone how they can get in touch with you.
Thank you so much. You can just go to Marie, MARIE, Z as in zebra, Q as in queen.com, and you'll be able to find everything you need for my social media in the bottom. And
Thank y'all so much.
Marie, you got to get me to get my stuff together then. I need to get one of those .coms.
We got you.
Thank you.
If you want to get in touch with me, everybody, and you can read at the bottom of the screen here, you can go to www.majestictalks.com. You can find Majestic Talks and the Majestic Talk Show on all social media platforms. You can like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. And guess what, people? We'll see you next time for the Majestic Talk Show. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching this show, and I look forward to being with you all next month. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye.